Look, let's talk about the Miami Heat being the 7th seed and only being a couple games away from being the 4th seed in the East. Now look, with such a mid roster, I was not expecting this. But look, Norman Powell, he's having a very strong scoring year. Not only does he lead the team in points per game, but he shoots at a high clip. If y'all don't remember Norman Powell last year, he should have been an all-star. Also, Tyler Hero, when he's healthy, he's still an elite bucket. Now notice, I say when he's healthy because when he's not healthy, he looks worse than LaMelo when he's shot chucking. Having multiple guys who can create shots makes Miami tougher to guard than past years when everybody relied on just one playmaker. And look, Miami Heat, they aren't just completely a no team like previous years. They have Khalil Ware, a young big with real upside on both ends, averaging strong boards and interior defense. And he's been averaging strong boards, his interior defense is great, and he's giving Miami flexibility next to Adebayo. And I think Miami does a great job on drafting, by the way. Nikola Jovic and others like Drew Smith and Pele Larson, they give the Heat bench depth and they give them athleticism. This young core gives Miami more versatility and energy, especially when the starters hit foul trouble or they just need a breather. And look, this team, it has defense and identity. When you add guys like Davion Mitchell, a known perimeter defender, it strengthens an already defense-first Heat squad. And Eric Spoelstra is the coach. They still play tough. They play gritty basketball with a team identity. It's something that Eric Spoelstra emphasizes more than anything else. Even when they don't have the flashiest roster, they still play with effort and disciplines. And that's why Eric Spoelstra is one of the best coaches in the league. And we all know the East are so weak this year. Look, the Heat sit around a play-in playoff mix, just above 500, in a wide open Eastern Conference. Not bad considering injuries. Now look, I'm not just gonna glaze the Heat the whole video, they have some weaknesses, and it's health issues. Look, Tyler Hero has missed a big chunk of the season with a foot injury, which that might actually be helping the team because he is so garbage, but I'll make another video on that. And there's been other key pieces that have dealt with nagging injuries too. When they're not fully healthy, Miami takes a hit for sure. And then there's defensive lapses with the team. Look, I don't think I've seen a Heat win a close game ever since Jimmy Butler was on the squad. Partially because their perimeter defense isn't locked down, and turnovers and communication breakdowns show up too, which just hurts them even more. And they're just too predictable sometimes. Look, Miami's offense can look stagnant without consistent playmaking off the ball. And sometimes, they just lack jump start scoring from secondary guys. Now let's talk about Tyler Hero, All-Star last year. Which, I don't know how he was an All-Star last season, but when he's on the floor this season, he's averaging solid scoring numbers and he has shown that he can still create offense at a high level. And he's coming off an All-Star caliber season before injury. Now look, this is the battle Tyler Hero. He's always targeted on defense. They exploit his on-ball defense, and the offense gets easy touches when he's matched with quicker wings. And in big playoff moments, that becomes a real problem. But look, Tyler Hero, he's not a true point creator. He needs ball screens and setups to be effective. And when the offense breaks down, he struggles to consistently make big plays. That means when Khalil Ware or Adebayo is entering the game, prepare for absolute hell when you watch Tyler Hero. This is the gap between a good scorer and a franchise anchor. And look, there's an injury history with Hero. He has missed a ton of games over the years, including this season, which makes it hard for Miami to build rhythm. Team success, it often goes down with him. It often goes down without him. But at the same time, they've sometimes looked better structurally when he's out, meaning his presence doesn't always equal wins. Which is kinda crazy because the Heat should honestly trade Tyler Hero. I mean, if they're better without him. And look, even Heat fans are turning against him. There's like a civil war on Twitter about how much credit Hero deserves. Now look, here's my overall take on Miami. They have balanced scoring from Dwight Powell. They have balanced scoring from Dwight Howard, Tyler Hero, and Adebayo. They have strong coaching and competitive grit. They have better perimeter defense. They have better perimeter defense upgrades, and they have some young energy. But there's cons too. The defense is still a huge concern. The injuries, the inconsistency, and the stagnant offense. But these are all fixable problems, except Tyler Hero. That's a person you're gonna need to trade. But let me know what y'all think, man. If y'all like the video, subscribe, leave a like, turn on notifications. I'm not SGA, but call me Mr. Consistent. And until later, I'll see you on Mars. Peace.
You telling me you falling out of love for me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you. Tell me you're falling out of love, she's breaking my heart in two.